student speaker, Samuel Capozzi, to join the stage. Samuel is not new to CI. This is actually his third year joining us. The first year Samuel spoke, he was still deciding which university he would attend after receiving multiple acceptance letters. And Samuel, we are so very lucky that you chose CI. Samuel is now a sophomore majoring in political science and a proud member of Gamma Beta Phi Honor Society. Samuel is also a proud member of Autism Society, the very first board member with autism. Samuel recently joined Autism Society to advocate for persons and families with autism in Washington, D.C. Samuel is passionate about causing people to rethink autism, and I am confident you will also after hearing him. Samuel?
Did you know every 20 minutes someone is diagnosed with autism? Did you know individuals with autism, speaking and non-speaking, may use a variety of different and unique ways to communicate? Did you know people with autism all have a unique combination of strengths and challenges? Good evening. I am delighted to be with you here tonight. My name is Samuel Capozzi. I am a sophomore here at Cal State Channel Islands, and I am autistic. This lovely, smiley-faced lady next to me is Ariel Murillo, my communication partner and friend. I am honored to speak to you tonight about my life and experiences as a non-speaking, non-writing autistic young man. Might I add, being non-speaking is not the same thing as being non-verbal. Speech is a motor skill, language is cognitive. I often tease that I am quite verbose. Laugh out loud. Although many of you here may know and love someone who has autism, it is often jokingly said, if you have met one person with autism, you have met one person with autism. That is to say, those with autism are as diverse a group as any. Nevertheless, we have all come here this evening to hopefully become more aware, accepting, inclusive, and appreciative of the gifts, strengths, and unique challenges autistics bring to the conversation and world. As I stated earlier, I am autistic and communicate by spelling on a letterboard and by typing on a keyboard and iPad. I spent the first 16 years of my life without a functional, reliable means to communicate. By God's grace and pure grit, I stand before you here tonight giving a speech recognizing National Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. It's been a journey. This evening, I'd like to discuss the importance of moving from mere awareness to true acceptance, and the importance of understanding that autistic people are not failed versions of normal, and finally, realizing that those with autism should be included in and consulted about what autism is or isn't. To clarify, my young autistic friend, Philip Reyes, said it best when he said, learn about autism from autistic people and you will understand autism better. I'd like to begin with the idea that awareness is not enough when it comes to autism. Awareness is a start. I believe we need to move from mere awareness to true acceptance. Acceptance means autistic people matter. Awareness just means we know they exist. Let me say that again. Acceptance means autistic people matter. Awareness just means we know they exist. Can I just say, it isn't a nice thing to feel like a ghost, like one is invisible, or as if one's presence is somehow heroically tolerated. From little kiddos to full-grown adults, we get it, we feel it, we experience feeling like we just exist. Acceptance of our differences because of our sometimes significant neurological challenges or motor disruption is a start. Many autistic individuals are impacted by dysregulated sensory systems. This often results in sensory overload that can affect any of the 5 senses. Of course, how this presents from person to person is highly variable and can be puzzling to onlookers. Can I offer a piece of advice? Try not to stare. Be patient and see beyond the sometimes puzzling behavior. If we consider this idea of autism or acceptance in our daily comings and goings, I think you would be surprised to see how prevalent it is when you have eyes to see and not to judge. The second idea I'd like to speak about is the idea that someone with autism is somehow less of a fully realized version of their would-be normal self. We are fully realized people. Period. We do, however, need a great deal of understanding, patience, support, advocacy, and compassion to reach our potential. We are not less. We are different. And as my mom always says, hard does not equal bad. Yes, our journeys are often way harder than the typical person's, but we are here. We have hearts. We have aspirations. Please never forget that. You can make a difference by remembering this and by taking action both in your time as well as influencing others around you. Will you consider helping those impacted by autism by taking action and volunteering? Please see my delightful colleagues at the Autism Society booth. Next, I am passionate about the voices of those impacted by autism being heard and acted upon and the decisions being made about us. That is, we are deeply invested and impacted by those decisions. It's important to include us in decisions about our own lives and in the autism conversation in general. Again, if you want to understand autism better, speak with autistic individuals both young and old. Include us as best you can, even from an early age. And please never stop working on finding a functional, reliable means for your loved ones or students to communicate effectively. Although autism is an important topic with so many perspectives and opinions vying for our attention, it's important to keep the people and families that are impacted by autism at the forefront of our thinking. I certainly hope my words about moving from mere awareness to acceptance and action, realizing we are not failed versions of normal, and including the very voices of those with autism to the overall conversation, have been helpful. As a community, it is important to have a balanced view of the social issues such as autism. The reality is there are very difficult things being faced by those with autism and our families on a daily basis. We need support, awareness, acceptance, and action to help. On the other hand, we are sensitive, smart, and valuable people with loads of potential. I believe this can be celebrated and embraced. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Thank you for listening to me. Have a great night.